Old phones back in the day when a voice used to change for us.
I'm telling you, like, she did all that to say that, to get up here and say that.
You sit up here and chew gum, talk about everybody's teeth ugly and shit. Ain't got your body right. You think backwards.
Shut the fuck up.
You got up here to say that? That's it?
You look like Martin, bitch. And look at the light-skinned bitch in the camera. You ugly and shit, you like a pig, bitch.
Bunda, I
Look
did
at your
want to say
lips.
this. Bunda,
Look, you
is your
suck
brother
dick.
named Joe, right? Bunda, you
You
got
said
a brother
what?
named... No, that's me speaking now. I'm sorry. You got a brother named Joe?
Yeah, well, what's up?
So then, you know his baby mother, Lakia?
Yeah,
That's
what's up?
That's Hassan's sister. That's what I wanted to say. So you can understand the gist of how crazy it get. Because then I know you would know what I'm talking
Hold
about.
on, you said
You
what?
Yeah, I said Jamaya and Jalea, your nieces. That's his sister. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now you can piece it together. That's it. I'm getting down now, but I wanted to let you know that, Brenda, because I remembered your face and also I remember your brother. And yeah, took him through the ringer. I know exactly what's going on. Now Brenda could speak it up for y'all since y'all think I'm lying about something I got going on. I ain't never gotta do that. I'm getting all.
I need to reset my life because y'all got me like 3 weeks. Because y'all just got.
Yeah.
Was beefing.
Okay.
So all this cop car stuff or whatever the hell she talk about isn't true. Whatever happened at her house, Isaiah was not there.
When did y'all go get her?
The day that I went over there to do the test, Isaiah wanted to come back with us.
Oh, so y'all took her to
She wanted to come back. And I was like, well, we got to see what's going on. And then I called you, Jonique, and I said, it's okay for her to come. You said, yeah, because she already know Hassan. I was like, bet. But she didn't go to Hassan's house. She actually came to my house. And I let my other Lil Hassan, come over to my house. They were at my house until Isaiah felt enough comfortable because she hasn't really been around him too much. She knows my brother. She's been around him. She's seen him. Everything. So it wasn't like she was just thrown to him. They was at my house most of the time. And Angie kept getting jealous because my brother wasn't letting her go over there because she seemed a little too obsessive. It just didn't seem right. That's why he ain't let her go over there no more.
Armani, I love how you talk, baby,
Well,
and
can
love
I
giving
say
the story the
what
same
happened?
story
Can I
you've been
please
giving.
say something?
What
But at the end of the day, though, Will like proof, though. I've been on this live for years with him. He like
and I
proof,
told your motherfucking
and he
ass,
like,
if shit
you
went
should have
down,
told him.
you was
Remember
gonna
when
get
you
it. That's
said
what the fuck was gonna
I
happen.
was contacting
Will, can I say
Angie off a
something?
post she made?
Can
I
I
told
please
you
say
that, Will. I
something?
said I made
Hold
a
on.
post.
Everybody can't talk together.
You was
Can I
too
please say
upset.
something?
Go ahead.
That was the
Will? Can I
problem.
please say
Who
something?
want to say something?
I'm the aunt. Can I please say something?
You
Go
not
ahead.
Because
All
at the
out.
end of the day, the way a lot of this stuff was perceived, first of all, I don't even know this young lady, Imani. And the things that she's
whoever I
saying
spoke
to me,
to on
the
Dwayne's
things
side.
true. But I wasn't there when the DNA test thing happened. This is what Angie told me. I never talked to this young lady, but I also heard stories about how a lot of the stuff was misconstrued because Angie did this and X, Y, and Z. But let me say this also. I never met this Imani lady. I do know Kia. I know Kia's, I think the
That's
mother.
my sister.
Okay. I do know Kia. That's the sister. I met her around Ridge Place when my aunt used to live around there. So yes, I do know that family. But I
Imani
didn't
is his
know
little sister.
nothing. I
I'm his
didn't know
her real
nothing
sister.
His little
about
sister.
I don't
none
know
of this.
you.
I didn't know nothing about her son. When this young lady Imani just said that was a thing for years that her son could have, I never knew nothing about none of that.
And I
swear to
didn't
God,
either because I
on
didn't
my
know y'all
life,
for years.
Will, I never knew none of that. I didn't know none of that. Mind you, I've been raising this little girl since she was 3 months old. We used to live down the street from Jonique. They dropped that baby off one day, and that baby was staying with us for years. I used to do the little girl hair. Will, I can send you pictures of me and Azaya from when she was 3 months old. I took care of that baby. That baby called me mom. Wayne wasn't there. Wayne didn't do nothing for that little girl. I was there.
And that's what my whole post was about when Amani came on it. Wayne left the little girl on me.
When Jonique said that she dropped her off with Wayne, she didn't know who she was dropping that baby off to because Wayne wasn't there. Wayne never raised that baby. I raised that baby. Even down to Wayne's son now. Even down to Jonique. I only found out about how of a parent she was when JD was there in the picture and I was sending photos of her refrigerator and her freezer and her house. I never knew nothing about none of this. I was called in to help parent these kids. That's how I got into it.
Well, first of all, like I said, I got into it and made a post. Y'all can run with the story that y'all want to run with, but Imani, you got in my DM. I never knew about you or your brother. I knew about you because we went to school together. That was it. Like I said, you need to be true about the post that I made.
Yo, you told us that. You told us that you didn't even know how they got the address.
They got the address from Wayne's sister, Drea. Drea was fucking on her son. I told y'all that if y'all wasn't listening.
None of this. I didn't
Drea,
know about
Wayne's sister,
Well, Imani
was
got
having relationships with her son and
That
sent them
shit
to
don't
my
even
house.
matter.
When they knocked on
That
my
has
door,
nothing to do
I
with
got
it,
two
though.
older sons that could vouch for everything. My sons was blown. My sons was in the house. When they knocked off my car up and everything, why do I need to lie?
They fucked up her car because she gave that to them. And she gave us the address. That's why they did it.
Wayne was on the phone with you when you agreed to have this test with Imani.
I never was on the phone with Wayne. Listen to Imani. Imani said that she was going to do the test. And I said, go ahead, Imani.
At the end of the day, I'm still sticking to what I got. It's on paperwork, Will. It's on paperwork.
What's on paperwork?
The court stuff still come to my job.
What's on
because
paperwork?
Jonique, her son been trying to put paperwork on this girl.
I talked to Azalea maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know.
She'll tell you the truth about it.
Listen. Let me say this, and I'm gonna say this, and this is the God's honest truth.
Girl, you talking about shut up, but you wasn't trying to bang though. Imani, I came to your house,
what you talking about?
Y'all better stop lying to Will. I'm trying to tell you
mad, Angela. You was mad because my niece wasn't coming over there anymore. You were too obsessed. You were like a stalker. You were a stalker. You were a stalker.
Let me just say,
you wanted a daughter, and you were a stalker.
My son is in college.
Like a crazy person.
Okay, now I'm a crazy person.
You was acting like that.
My kids blessed. My oldest son in college. I'm doing well. I work for the government. I'm not on bullshit. No, none of that.
Nobody
I took care of the little girl. At the end of the day, Wayne, Jonique, and nobody else did. Jonique Dalton said her son wasn't no bad father. All this bullshit. They took her from me, and I left that shit alone, and I took that shit to court. I got proof, Will.
I had
money in them lines
smiling in my house.
So baby girl, take care of your kids.
So basically,
it don't make no sense because I told you something would happen to her.
You're a liar.
Wild ass bitch, you dumb bitch.
You got mad.
Up here. But you just told Will
because my brother
this is sister, but the father doing all this shit to her.
You was mad. You was like, I feel like I don't have a daughter no more because you wanted a daughter.
Baby,
Stop fucking playing.
I got a daughter.
That is what happened. That is what happened.
Will, go check my page.
You was mad.
What happened?
You were mad. You were mad.
You were mad.
You were mad. Then you called the police on Dwayne.
The people here is
fuck was he with her when he was younger? Was you fucking her before?
No, definitely. But listen, that's why when it came down to it, you can ask Imani. I asked her to send me the results. I have nothing to do with they group chats.
But the thing is, Jonique, that's not what he's saying.
That's not what he's saying.
What is he saying?
He's asking you, do you think that Zaya was?
No, I don't.
Were you fucking him before she was born?
No.
Jonique.
So how the fuck
Jonique. Jonique.
Wayne was even at the. Listen, I have no reason to lie. Like I even told Imani, send me the picture.
I'm talking about.
But wait, Jonique, let's not forget. Hassan, when Azaya was born,
he was at the hospital, and so was Wayne.
Exactly,
so was Wayne.
They were both there. Wait,
Imani. But why was Hassan at the hospital? Because we was working on each other, right?
I know that. That's
Iowa Avenue with your mother and them.
So, question. You still not answer the question. Before she was born,
to this day, I never thought that Azaya was Hassan's. And they will tell you that. I kept denying it. Imani would
Wait,
tell you I
Jonique.
kept denying
But
it.
Jonique,
You
no.
still not.
Jonique, hold on.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on,
still
hold on, hold on,
denying
hold
it.
on.
You was
Hold
dealing
on,
with
hold on.
Hassan.
Hold on, hold on, hold
You
on, hold on.
was.
Hold on. Everybody be quiet for 1 second because she is just missing the question. Maybe she just missing it because everybody talking.
Go ahead, Will.
Before your daughter was born, did you insert his dick into your vagina?
Before my daughter was born, no. What happened was I stopped talking to him and I started dating Wayne. And we was together. Then when it came
So hold
about,
on.
I
So
left
how did
Wayne.
he even be
So
considered a father?
you were talking to him, but y'all never had sex.
No, who? Me and Wayne? Me and Wayne had sex.
You and Hassan.
No, me
Hassan.
and Hassan first. That was my first baby daddy. Yes. So when I left Wayne, I went back to Hassan. Yes, I did. I'm not
So
disputing
that's what
that.
I'm saying. So that's why I'm
But
thinking like,
what I'm
okay.
saying is the
So,
time.
so
What I
it's a
will.
possibility.
No, but Will, what I'm saying is the timeline don't add up because he was dealing with somebody else and I was dealing with somebody else. I don't remember that. That's what I'm telling you. I never knew that. Now, did we get back together afterwards? Yes, we did. Who don't get back with their first baby father? Who didn't think the fuck their first baby father did? Yes, I did.
Hold on,
Well, that's
Jonique.
you. But what I'm saying is I didn't know and I still was in denial. I still have not seen the test. I'm not gonna lie, I still was in denial. There was not a court test done. I'm not
When
disputing
I
that.
say Jonique, you be lying so much, bro.
Hold
Like
on,
I just
wait,
can't
I
believe
would
Will,
Jonique.
it.
never lie
don't
on
get
Hold
you.
on.
nothing.
You say you had Zaya,
I
Nita.
was 16.
No, Nita. How
No,
old were you when you say
I
you had
said
her?
no. Wait. Azaya is Jonique's daughter. I said Azaya was my child because I had her since she was 3 months old.
How old were you when
From
you had her since she was 3 months?
shit, my first daughter was what? 7? Fuck, I was like 23, 24.
Okay,
Oh, this
Imani,
is
how old were
Donita.
you when you had Azaya?
She
Azar
had.
was, I've been around her here and there when she was way younger and then
Thank you.
older.
So
And
my
then she
question
started
is,
hanging with her
why
when she got
nobody,
older.
if y'all older than this girl, this 16-year-old that had a baby, why nobody reached out to
Hold on,
her
hold on.
No, no,
family?
no,
This
no, no,
is
no.
exactly
Because
Jonique.
Miss
Hold on.
Bags to you, Miss
No,
Bags to
I'm not
you. Let
getting
me
smart
tell you
with y'all or
why.
nothing. I'm
No,
just
I'm gonna tell you why, Miss
confused.
Bags. I'm gonna tell you why. One, I wasn't really involved, and two, the stories that I heard, Jonique and her family, everybody is so ratchet.
Oh
Don't get
Lord.
me wrong. Everybody, all black people have their ways, but it's so
This
much.
the
Oh my
same.
God.
Hold on, wait.
It is
Hold
so
on. The
much
only
where the
reason why,
nobody
hold
wants to be
on.
parents.
The
All the
only
kids was
reason,
running around.
hold on.
When I first met them,
Oh
I
my
met them
God.
because all the kids, not even only Jonique kids, but the other daughter, the other sister kids, they was all running around outside with no shoes, no clothes, no none of
What?
that. They was all outside
What
just running
we trying
around
to get
Hold
down
on,
to the bottom of something. What are you
and
wait.
talking
This
about?
is getting
pampered.
off topic.
Thank
You
you.
That's
had
how I met
found,
them.
hold
This
We're
on.
is
getting
You
off
why
had
I
topic.
know
And then
all
found,
y'all
Imani,
wait,
when did
know.
y'all come back around?
until Joanique found out Hassan was dealing with somebody else and they broke up. That's when shit went left.
I didn't
Other
know
than
none
that,
of that.
okay, but nobody, no, you probably don't know because you wasn't in the mix at the time.
But she
You
said she was there.
absolutely
But she
right.
said she was there. But she said she was there.
She
I
wasn't
was
in the
there
mix.
at 3 months. 3 months. Remember, listen, Jonique,
You said
listen
you've been there her whole
clearly.
life though,
3.
Donita.
No, I did not say that. Who heard me say that?
You
I
did
said
say that,
3
Donita.
months.
You
Y'all
said
better,
Oh
you was
my
her mother. She was
God.
y'all
calling you
What
better
I say,
mom.
Will?
somebody that be bored and need like to want to get some clout.
What
Y'all
I
better
said?
start
I said I was there since she was
recording these
3
drinks
months
and
because
start
I
posting
ended
on
up
y'all
being
pages.
there.
Y'all tripping.
So
I
a
don't
baby
know
was
about
calling
none
you
of
mommy
that.
at 3 months?
Say it again.
A baby was calling you mommy at 3 months?
First off, Joni,
You said
you
I'm
missing it.
screaming.
you
When
got
she
up here and
started
said
You
that
did
talking,
say
yourself, Donita.
no. You
I
did say that she was
said
calling
what
you
I
Thank you. I'm
said
mom.
not
was
lying. Come
I
on,
was
bro.
there
She
since she
did
was
say
three
she was
months.
calling her
When
mommy.
that girl was old enough to talk, yeah, she called me mom. My nephews called me mom. You can ask anybody that was there. Call your
Why?
brother,
Okay,
call your
Donita, you
baby
know so
father,
much, right? Why did me and
supposedly.
Wayne break up?
Cause you
You
was fucking around. That's why. Cause you
no.
was fucking on somebody
Reason why me
else.
and Wayne broke up is
Remember?
because
That's when y'all was
he
saying
had
y'all
this
want
girl
her, right?
Raquel on Facebook kissing my daughter. That's when I went back to Hassan. Let's really wake it up, and I fought Raquel.
And baby,
Let's wake it
I didn't
up.
even know nothing about. See, that's the
See,
thing.
and
I'm
that's what I'm
not
saying.
that
So then
deep
you
in the
don't know nothing.
business.
Why you keep talking if you
I
don't know
don't tell
nothing,
me I
boo?
don't know
You keep
nothing when
saying
I
you not
raised
knowing
her.
nothing, but you
But I
would
knew
have known
enough.
this.
I knew enough to know
Well,
that
at
you
the
wasn't
end of the
taking
day,
care of her.
Azaya's not your
Daisy, why you
niece,
saying my government name?
so it doesn't
Oh
matter.
what? Ah! She someone at the end of the day, Azalea is not your niece.
That's what it is.
You
So there's no
absolutely
point
right.
in you talking.
Listen,
You might as
it's
well
fine,
exit.
but it was brought to me. So when she
But
said,
at the end of the day,
It was brought to her by
you got no
Yo-Yo.
business
That's who brought
in
it
it
up
no
to
more.
Yo-Yo.
So
and
you
she
might
talking
want to
about she
get
was a
off.
good
The
mother.
sister that
Have no
Wayne
She
lived
was
with
business
is
in
not
never
it
a
me.
no
good
more.
mother. She was
You
never
don't need
a
to
good
talk on my
mother.
brother. You don't need to talk on Azalea. You don't need to
Donita,
talk
I
on
can say
nobody.
whatever I want.
Donita,
Like I
You don't
said,
know
her,
you
me
was
nothing.
and
leaving
her
your
son
kids
are
with your
friends.
mother. Let's
To
get
this
Miss
day,
Jackson
me
up
and her
here.
son are
And I'm gonna
Let's
be
friends.
get
real
Miss
with you
Jackson.
though. If you wanted to get in contact with Hassan or whatever it is, instead of doing this
Imani,
internet mess, you already
Girl,
know
she
Imani,
this
just
you
is
know,
said,
what you can
you
hold
do.
know
on,
I
hold
can't.
on.
You know that you
Didn't
can
she just
have
say,
a
hold
real
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold
conversation.
up. Hold up, Imani. You talking
Come
too
on.
fast. She just came up here and said that she went down there to the house and did all.
Was close, and they was doing everything for all them kids.
Are you
Jonique
sure about
wasn't there.
that?
It
Are
was
you
my
sure about
mother,
that? Because
Jonique's
I would
sister
get JD's sister up
Anastasia,
here and she would
my
confess. That's who
mother,
was helping
Jonique's sister
JD with the kids,
Anastasia,
his
and
sister.
JD. They were
Nene,
doing everything.
I'm not
Jonique
going
was
to lie
nowhere
about
to be
nothing.
Look at
found.
me now.
She left them kids in that house with that nasty ass, dirty ass
Girl,
house.
you talking about your mother
Refrigerator
was
with
helping. Your mother
bugs
was
all
worried
in
about
it.
worried about
I
her
got the
girlfriend, her on and
pictures.
off again
Will,
girlfriend
I
right
got the
now.
pictures.
Didn't she
You
put
want
her
me to send
before
them to
y'all?
you? Send
Come
me your
on.
number, Will. I'll send you the pictures.
I
That's
don't
all I
care
gotta
about
do.
no pictures. I
I'll
don't
send
care
you the
about none of that.
pictures
What I'm saying
because you're
is,
a liar,
I never
bruh.
lied about
And it's
nothing
not
about
about
nothing.
putting
What I'm
her
saying is, when
down.
it comes
It's
time to see
about
my
her
kid,
lying.
I
She's a
have
liar.
visitation rights, and
You
I
a
don't get
liar.
to see them.
That has
So
not,
yes, I
bruh.
said I'm
All
gonna
of a
go through
sudden,
what I
now you
gotta go through.
care. Now you care. That makes
I been
that's
killed. I was
crazy.
fine. Girl, I
That's
was 24 taking care of
crazy.
all them kids living in
She's
my
a no, you
grandmother house
was
with them at one
not,
point.
girl. No,
What are
you
you
wasn't.
saying? I'm not
JD was
disputing
taking
anything that
care
me
of
and my
Jonique, why
Will.
kids
are
went
you
through.
even
JD
arguing with
was
somebody
taking
that don't
care of
even
them
know all your
kids,
business?
bruh. Yes, I was
Because it's
because I
just
was
like stop
there.
lying. Imani, you know me.
She
I
wasn't
don't
there.
care.
But
I
why are
should
you
Will.
letting? Why
Send
are
me
you
your number,
Because
even having
stop
a
Will.
trying to make it
conversation
seem
with
like
her?
all this
Send me
other
your number,
stuff.
Will. I'll send you the pictures. I'll send you everything. I still got the DNA test. I got the pictures that my bro. I got everything. Send it to
You
me.
got
I
everything, but the
got
baby was calling you
everything.
mom at 3
Send me
months.
your number. Yeah. And if
240.
my niece could get on the phone and talk to me, I guarantee she'll tell you
I
that.
guarantee you she wouldn't.
I
Because Hassan ain't
said
gonna allow that. I
because he's
guarantee
not
you she
gonna allow
wouldn't.
240.
her to talk on the phone.
Hassan won't allow that.
He's not gonna allow her to talk on the phone. Make that make sense. But
I even
anyway,
got
Because you not
FaceTime with
Will,
JD
family.
because we
That's
send
have to
me your
why.
sleep on it.
number.
Come
Send me
on.
your number, Will. I'll
240.
send you.
You sending stuff from 2015. We talking about now. We talking about me having visitation right with my kids. We talking about Azaya and Hassan. Not about JD kids.
Now.
Not
But
about
I was
how I'm a
never
parent.
there. I
Not
was
about
never there,
nothing.
and I'm
All
a
We're
right.
talking about
liar.
Okay.
Hassan and
I
Okay.
was
Azaya,
never
who's with
there, and I'm a
Hassan.
liar. Make it make sense.
I'm going to send you my number, Nita.
That's the whole thing.
Well, Jonique, I wouldn't argue with somebody that has
You
nothing to do with
hostily,
nothing for real.
you hostily involved, and I don't like it.
Well, what's your final ruling?
Not right now, because at the end of the day got to end, and I've been on this bitch all day, and I ain't about to be on here all night. Trust me.
Jonique, all
So
I'm gonna say
I
is
got
stop putting stuff on the
no,
internet and
no,
just
no. It
I
ain't
you
all
will,
need to
but
that.
have
I
a
mean,
Imani, he
tell
put it
him
on the
No,
to
internet
tell him to
too.
no.
respond. Tell him
It
to
ain't
let me
all.
see
It
them.
ain't all you gotta say. All I gotta say is Monty as the motherfucking sister and